Que pasa, familia de dinero? I am your host, Champion El Dinero, and I always wonder, since I begin the video speaking Spanish, do people instantly click off because they're like, oh, I'm not gonna know what he's talking about. He's speaking Spanish. Well, that's always been on my mind. Well, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and as we grow, it's been tremendous. And of course, we're talking about Holo. I'll introduce also Applied DNA Sciences, talking to you about updates with that. On top of Faraday. Faraday has just gotten a $340 million, I believe, loan in order to save their business, so they're not going bankrupt. Next week is a huge week for them. All that and more here in this video. But of course, we're going to talk about our bread and butter that's not making any bread, Holo. What happened? Today we saw a little bit of a charge, and it kind of woke up and said, hey. But then it stopped, and then it said, okay, I'm going back to sleep. It did a little fake pump out. But before we dive into everything that I have to display in this video, I have to do some shout outs to those that commented down below. If you want to be shouted out into this video, make sure to comment something that pertains to the video, not just something little simple, oh hey, I love your videos, but something more thought-provoking that can bring everybody some kind of, you know, that food for thought. We got the number one that we got here is MacG503 or MacG503. Digging the content, just found this stock. Very interesting history behind its graphs. The graphs itself is a turn on. LOL. Just subscribe. Loving the Holo content. And shout out to you. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. We got another one that says something does not, Dino Terrace. Something does not add up here. On the one hand, you have investors throwing millions of dollars at the company knowing that dilution will occur. And on the other hand, the company itself being totally silent on what they plan to do with the funds. Either big news is on the way or management finds clueless investors easily. Time will tell. Yeah, that is very, and I'll touch upon all these. This is the last one. Oh, we got some video trying to come up here, or email. We got Azira Wizard. Shout out to you. Should we buy down before the reverse split? So a good little segue. I'm not a financial advisor. You make the financial decisions doing your own research and with your own money. I have lost money in the stock market. You will more than probably lose a penny at least in the stock market. So again, I'm not a financial advisor. Now for me, when the reverse split happens, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to stick with it. That's my opinion. I've already bought in. I just got to ride it, man. I got to ride it up to whatever it decides to pop to, right? Or if it doesn't, I'm willing to go down to zero, okay? Some of you guys are like, oh, I put my life saving. I don't know why you would. There's better stocks that you could even do a call option right now for January. You make $25,000. But this is a lottery ticket, guys. It's like going to a gas station and saying, hey, this ticket is like has one number off for me to hit it, and I gotta scratch it. If it's not that number, I'm going to take a hot pick. I'm gonna be mad, right? So you're holding that coin and you're deciding, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I? That's kind of like what the reverse split is. You already took a chance on the stock. For me, I'm the type of dude that's like, hey, you know, I'm willing to go down to zero. I have no problem. Money comes, money goes. And so I'm willing to go ahead and take a chance on this. Now for you, I've already kind of displayed the game plan. You can watch that video. So that's my opinion. Now, today it hit 28 cents and it was bouncing. It was going a little bouncing, and then it popped up to 31, then it dipped, then it went to 32, then it dipped, and right now it's at a cool 30, trying to get to a 31. But you know, it is what it is. Ultimately, for me, I bought it at 28 today, and I saw it rise up, and I got a little bit of I said, hey, I like it. I dropped my average down, and I'm repeating the process that I did last month. I bought it at the dip, and you know, this whole entire time it was kind of a dip, and yeah, every stage of it I bought. Now I'm not talking about copious amounts, but I bought it down, and then as it goes up, I'm watching it rise. And so for me, there is something that drew me to this stock. There's something that drew you to this stock. Maybe it was me and I didn't mean that, you know. Maybe you were just like, hey, I want to give it a chance, and because you stumble upon this video, maybe you heard it from other people. But here's why I think that there's going to be a micro pump tomorrow. If not tomorrow, within the next few days, it's going to be a micro pump. GME is going to be releasing their earnings statements. Roaring Kitty came back and said he's dropping Chewy with a meme. And so he's going to be refocusing on some other stock. Hopefully it's Holo. Maybe that's what we saw that bump up for. He purchased 1 million shares or something. That would be, it probably perpetuated up significantly. But as Roaring Kitty, let me go ahead and check right now. But Roaring Kitty is obviously a huge GME, pumped it up from $5, became a millionaire, and so he's returned. If he returns, and let's just say that he's going back into GameStop during the earnings call tomorrow or some coming days here, possibly Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we can see a pump in Holo. Holo is considered a meme stock. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't want it to be a meme stock, but it typically goes up a little bit more. Is it the range that I want it to be at? No. Now, what is the perfect storm? Roaring Kitty comes out and posts a meme and starts a huge chain. MicroCloud Holograms releases news, and that's about it. These two things happen at the same time. I'm talking about, holy smokes, we might go to the freaking moon, right? Good news. We got GME, we got Reddit, we got Wall Street Bets. We have all of these things just to happen at once. We can see a tremendous pump. But right now, no, I wouldn't expect a huge pump. The thing is that it hit the ceiling of 32 and then it came right back down. So we're battling this level right now of hitting 32. Man, this is crazy. I'm watching a reunion at a truck stop. What the heck? But we're trying to get above these levels. Now, you have to understand, there's some big playmakers that are not allowing this to happen. They are not wanting the stock to go up above a certain level, and it's ultimately insane. Like, you can see it wants to go, but some big entity is just not having it. You can visibly watch it all day long. You can see somebody is like, no. It's like some kid going like, can I have the cookie? No. Oh, but what about no? It's like, oh, ow. So that's kind of what we're facing right now. We're facing an uphill trajectory to where they put a cap. They got their investors low. They want to keep it at a nice price point. We bounced off of the 28. They couldn't catch it, and so it rolled on up to where they could catch it and slow it down and bring it back down. There's a plan to this. You got to understand. There is a big plan as to why we're not going above that dollar mark, or that dollar mark. Now, you can vote concurrently if you're on Robinhood. Check out my link down in the description if you want to sign up. But on Robinhood, they sent out an email to a lot of the shareholders that had it prior to a certain date with a max amount. So you can vote. You can vote. Do you want to just delay the meeting? Do you want to do the reverse split? I'm going to let you guys vote on that. It's like the presidential election. That should be on your decision, not influenced just by doing your own due diligence. So, other stocks to talk about: Applied DNA Sciences. We'll come back to Hologram here in a second. But we have Applied DNA Sciences. They are concurrently doing fantastic. Didn't go up significantly. And right now, I think to me, I'm buying. I bought a few today. But this came out 4 hours ago. Applied DNA bags LRQA isotopic testing pilot project in Pakistan. So they were actually able to get funding for this project. And so it's going up. Their stock is not reflecting it, but it is going up, and I like to see it. And that's coming from Yahoo Finance. You also have MSN covering this, so you're getting news from these other places that they are getting projects, and it's only about time that the stock catches up with their earnings. You also got Faraday Future, where Tesla's ambitious from Bazinga. Tesla's ambitious FSD roadmap Neo accelerates with strong guidance. Faraday Future gets a lifeline. So that's the point where I was like, Lifeline, hold on. So if we scroll down to Faraday, let's see where they go. Yep. Struggles EV startup Faraday Future if they don't stop with all these ads. Oh my God. I was right there, and hold on, now I gotta go find it. Oh no, I found it. All right. FFIE confirms this week it has secured a 30 million, excuse me, I think I said like 340 million or something like that. It has secured $30 million in financing commitments from investors in the Middle East, US, and Asia. The new financing commitments include a previously funded $7.5 million and a $22.5 million of new investments in the form of convertible notes and warrants to acquire additional shares. Separately, the company said it has been informed by NASDAQ that it has regained compliance with all NASDAQ continued listing criteria. So why didn't we see Faraday go up? Well, it's the same as Holo. Holo didn't go up. They're doing convertible notes again. So let's just see. We're getting Faraday, who is getting convertible notes similar to, dang gunnit, MicroCloud Holograms or Holo. There's got to be something in the works. And you're seeing that happen with Faraday. They're gonna get their investors in at a good price, probably the $2-3 market. They have regained compliance. They have fell below shortly after. They got lucky. They got to the $4. That's why we got the pump. To me, Faraday FFIE is a long-term play. Not long-term. Well, it is a swing trade long-term, probably around the 2-year mark. It has never been the fast pop that we're looking to do for Holo. Unless Holo sends out some tremendous news, a lot of us that are kind of like the butt of the jokes have turned into millionaires. But for right now, no news from MicroCloud Holograms. That is a hard part about it. But with meme stocks, if once GME's report comes out tomorrow, it is a strong possibility that a lot of the meme stocks will rise. It has done it before numerous times. A lot of people put Holo, FFIE. They got a lot of these meme stocks in there. So I can see a potential small pump. So if you got it in at 28 cents the other day, you'll be doing pretty good, honestly. You'll be sitting nice with the little pump. Now, do you want to walk away, or do you plan on sticking long term? That's up to you. Honestly, that's a move that you got to know. Is this the catalyst to perpetuate it and kind of allow the people to have the power and bring it up to the marks that we want? I think that unfortunately Holo has a long-term plan, and my prediction for the first 2 weeks to see a pump ever since they announced this unexpected meeting. I think that it is not, it's a possibility that it could pump, but I think that threw a loop into my plan. We got news, as I mentioned, but we didn't get the news that we wanted. And so with that, I don't think that we're on track concurrently to get the boost that we need, or the pump that we need. It looks like the pump might be in October, but unfortunately, like I said, after these 2 weeks, I kind of am going to be moving on. I'm going to let my stock split, my reverse stock split happen. Whatever happens after that, I will go through with whatever happens. I got to move on. I can't hold on to it. And you know, you do this, and I don't know why these dudes are just sitting in the front of their dang gun semi truck. Like, it's the weirdest crap, man. And they keep on looking at me. It's like I ain't nothing pretty to look at. So I don't know, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch all of you champion investors in the next one. And Familia de Dinero, make sure that you stay safe, and adios.